We are the team Chat with the Girls. The team's members are Miriam, Guevara, Alondra, Belmares, Itzel, Rivas, Estefany, Torres, and me, Vaquero. And we will talk about the North American continent.
North American is the largest continent in the world, located in the northern hemisphere. In 2006, the population is forecast to increase to 500 million by 2020. In 2009, its estimated population is more than 508 million. GDP is projected to grow $50 trillion in 2006, so $3 trillion in 2020. North America is one of the most active regions in globalization and technology. The natural and human rights and hill levels of innovation in size is global competitiveness. This is currently an economic crisis and we rise the level economy but North America is married for two larger countries, Mexico, United States, and Canada.
North America it is a subcontinent of America. North America is composed of three countries, United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. United States of America is the world's leading power, has 50 states. Canada is made of the 10 provinces and 3 territories. It is the second largest country in the world after Russia. Mexico, the official name of Mexico is United Mexican States. It consists of 32 federal entities.
You say consumer profile. The American consumer has characteristics associated with developed countries, usually spends more time in urban than rural centers, has high levels of education. The figures are 28% of the population complement university education, has younger homes, 2.1 children per household, and a longer life expectancy are 17.8 years.
Although the most recent financial crisis reduced American spending in segments such as food, these two groups, baby boomers and millennials, are expected to set the tone for consumption in the coming years, as the former have now had to demand high quality products that improve the quality of life of their old age, and the later raised in a technology and highly competitive world, have heightened expectations against the goods or services they consume.
There is a tendency to international consumer habits. Every day, people use social media and other innovation more to remove geographic barriers. This has helped Americans get interested in products from other countries. They are known through social media and the media.
In gastronomy, consumers will be more willing to try different flavors of ethnic foods. They ensure that gives you the possibility of having more variety when choosing a food. With it, they will eat healthier. Consumers are interested in knowing the origin, preparation, and benefits of each product.
There is a tendency to international consumer habits. Every day, people use social media and other innovation more to remove geographic barriers. This has helped Americans get interested in products from other countries. They are known through social media and the media. North America is the third largest of the world's continents. In 2006, the population was predicted to increase to 500 million to 2020. GDP is projected to increase from USD 15 trillion in 2006 to more than 20 trillion in 2020.
North America is one of the most active regions in globalization and technology. No doubt, natural and human resources and high levels of innovation reinforce the global competitive. Thanks to the economic crisis, lower investment demand and low income will lead to a decline in consumer spending.
The average USA household expenditure 1,821 government as tax. 2. 13,453 saved. 3. 47 $1,817 annual expense. GDP, ICA, outperformance EC and USA consumer confidence history telling us that GDP has a positive rating of 99%. The United States has a quarterly GDP per capita of 18,917 euros, 713 euros higher than in the same quarter of the previous year, which was 14,187 euros. If we sort the countries we published based on their quarterly per capita GDP, the United States is in a very good position in terms of the standard of living of its inhabitants, as it ranks number 6 in the table of 50 countries of which we publish this data.
This indicator tells us about the value of goods and services. For example, cars, washing machines, and personal computers that households buy. This indicator also refers to the income from housing and institutions that serve households in North America. Consumers spend more on holidays, spend twice as much on health insurance per capita, and spend more transportation. It is also easier to access bank loans. Do they spend a compulsive purchase? There are the activities that consumers spend the most in North America.
Inflation is based on the Consumer Price Index, the most important inflation indicator in most countries. Household consumption is traditionally the engine of the USA economy. Inflation is measured by the Consumer Price Index, which reflects the annual percent change in the cost or average consumer service that might be fixed or variable at specific intervals. The highest percent with a 3 was recorded in the year 2011, with a difference of 3 years in 2015, showed the record of the lowest with 0.6 of inflation. The indicators move in parallel, if one was done the other two. The indicators used for the correlation were experienced on GDP and inflation or consumer price. The correlation of the indicators is 86%, which indicates that it is good. In 2011, for price and energy price rose significantly and the test was their annual inflation rate. The increase in price considered when the growth of the USA economy weakens the level seems insufficient. The general employment will happen a year ago.
The unemployment indicator shows the percentage of the active population that lacks a job. In 2019, the percentage of the unemployment is the lowest, with a 3.6 than the previous years. The highest percentage of unemployment shows a 9.6 in the year of 2010.
Which is the correlate indicator and has a coefficient of 0.9, which means that the coefficient is obtained between GDP, correct dollars, and the employment total percentage total active population. Continue to be increases in salary increases, correlating not that has been recorded.
It is undeniable that the high level of consumption in the United States has been the main engine that has propelled the world economy over the past few decades. Because of this relative size and high purchasing power, the country's market households become the most coveted and attract destination for exporters from all corners of the globe.
In the indicator final consumption expenditure of household, it is concluded that the consumer in North America has more expectation about the expenses that will make in the future, which says that consumer in North America will have more expenses in the future than now, thanks to the inflation and GDP, depending on how the economy changes in the coming years.
The current inflation of the United States, with which is recorded, is in 2019 with a 1.88 lower than the record in 2011 with a 3 under parallel. The economic situation in time for the consumer American was hard because first in 2010 was recording a great unemployment, and for a year later there is a big inflation. What affected most in the consumption of the household since the inflation generated the increase of price. So it can be said that the households were in an economic crisis during these years.
Based on the numbers we have, we know that a large part of the population is unemployment, which is alarming for the continent's economy.
And in indicator expenses, percent GDP growth and as Avenger of 2029, 105 $80 million.